Alright, and this time I'm gonna listen in just to make sure.
Alright, that's...
Yeah.
Here we go.
This time I'm gonna listen in. Yeah, okay, yep, it works.
Hooray! Welcome back, if you're still here. If not...
Fucking damn. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to repeat everything I said in the beginning because I didn't even get any sound, apparently. Also, apparently Brandon was right. It was the sequel to my fucking bullshit hurricane hitting the state of Phoenix.
Tsunami,
last
Mike.
time was Colorado.
This is a tsunami, Mike.
It's as if Hurricane Irma hit Phoenix. Anyways.
Yeah. Hurricane, middle of the United States.
Yeah! Alright. Alright, so, to repeat what I was saying earlier, basically I said that since everybody else wasn't on topic, I would be the first person to be on topic. Then I proceeded to basically say how not much really happened during the break, and I had a couple thoughts about what if I was at Brandon's house during my spring break, assuming that he had the same dates for the spring break as I did, since now it's his spring break, and I said I feel as though it would be an inappropriate time, and then I made a joke about how instead of him having the same time, it's how he has it now, and it's like I go there to his house, and oh, hey, I'm your personal seat warmer. I'm gonna sit in your chair while you're gone. I don't know what else happens after that. So then, let's see. I think that was about it. Right?
Quality joke.
Yeah.
That's all I said?
Pretty much.
Pretty sure.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm basically guessing that now is where the podcast officially starts, but I don't know. That's fucking...
Welcome everybody to Talking Time with Caffeine. Today, we're joined with MarioTube, Shnick Rants.
Before we get to my topic, anybody have, besides spring break, anybody have their own topic they want to talk about?
Not really.
Yeah, because yours just started, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I already talked about some of my stuff while you were gone, so.
But the audience didn't hear it.
Oh yeah. Wait, the audience didn't hear it?
Well, we were live. Mario's live streaming this from his computer, so...
If I wasn't in the Skype call, I wasn't streaming. My computer was off.
Okay. So my apartments have this really stupid...
Oh yeah. The topic is stupid rules, I guess.
Okay, so my apartments have this really stupid rule. Today at around 10, I had to wait in the office with my brother, because the repairman had to go and fix our dishwasher. So what ended up happening is that there's a rule in place where the repairman or anybody from the office can't be in the same apartment building as a miner. So all miners have to leave the building when the repairman shows up, and then once he's done repairing whatever he has to, you have to go back inside the house.
You know what I think? Maybe I think it's a scam. Like the rule is can't be no miners in the house, so we can rob you blind. Like, well, your thing, like, oh, no miners in the house. It's totally a rule. Like they're like, oh look, your new TV's missing. Well, how'd that happen? No.
Yeah, it makes no sense. They could just walk in and take whatever you have. Like literally, the only form of safety is if I was in the house while he was fixing the dishwasher, so I would make sure he wasn't doing anything sketchy.
Yeah, or maybe it's they're scared of like, oh, the Mario can say he sexually assaulted me while using that by myself in there.
I personally think that's fucking bullshit that they make minors go out. Like, what the fuck is a minor gonna do exactly? Like,
I know, it makes
really?
no sense.
Like, what
It
the
says you
fuck
could
kind of
stay
shit is that?
inside. Yeah, I know, you could stay inside the house if there is an adult with you or an 18-year-old. But you can't stay inside the house.
I just don't really understand what the fuck is even going to happen. And plus, wouldn't the parent naturally be in the house or apartment with the child anyways? Unless the child is like, I don't know, fucking 15 to 17, maybe 13 even. 13 to 17. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
I'm 16 years old and I'm with my brother who's 11, so it wouldn't make sense. And he literally only took like 10 minutes to repair the dishwasher anyways.
Wow, dude. Whenever there was repairs in my apartment, we didn't have that fucking bullshit. Though we did have that one situation where the water was turned off for some reason. I think it was because they were doing something with it. I'm not sure, but the water was turned off for
Squirtle's fault.
It was turned off for everybody, so we couldn't even use the fucking toilet, which meant that we had to go to the Circle K right next to us.
I'll give you I found in the toilet.
Well, actually, not really. There was the leasing office bathroom that we could use.
Circle K got a lot of business that day.
Circle Jerk K.
Anyways, you know what our apartments did?
Bullshit.
Well, in order, okay, kind of, but in order to save money, what they did is they lowered the water pressure for everybody inside the house. So now when you put it on like full blast, it literally is only like if you pull the faucet like halfway. It's like so low. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
When you turn it on full blast, like in the shower, like the water just goes like halfway. And
God damn.
If that's not the definition of budget cuts, I don't know what is.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's like it was really hard to clean dishes for a while. I mean, eventually I just got used to it, but
Okay,
it was so dumb.
okay, well, in that case, I'd argue that people shouldn't have to pay as much money if they're going to lower the water pressure because, I mean, don't you guys pay for the full water pressure that
they gotta make a net profit though.
Why pay a full amount for not a complete package? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, yeah, you get water, but it's like not even the full fucking thing.
Anyways,
yeah, but they gotta scam for their profit, Adam. Come on, you gotta get on board.
It honestly, dude, the fucking water honestly might as well have been out completely.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to leave real fast. My dog's crying. He wants to go outside. He's scraping at the door, so I'm gonna be back.
You gotta just mute your mic. You're coming back and mute your mic. Don't turn it off so you can reset it again.
I'll be back.
Fucking headset.
Hey,
unplugged.
look, I finally got a working hard drive for this stupid computer. Fucking finally.
As we go to let's talk about his rant. You want to talk about? Let's go to the topic.
What?
Oh, are you talking about my story from Sunday?
You said you wanted to rant about something Mario style.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be MarioTube style, alright. Hang on a sec, give me a minute.
Who rolled marbles across their desk?
Rip. The
It
desk.
sounded like marbles rolling across the desk.
Alright.
Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Who's gonna hear my Shnick MarioTube rant? Hello?
Goodbye.
Go.
Goodbye, eh?
Just go.
Okay, that was just bad.
Alright, well. So on Sunday, I rode the school shuttle to a shopping center because I wanted to visit one of my retro game stores. Because my dad couldn't take me to one on Saturday. And I go and I don't find anything I like.
As usual.
Not as usual, this is only the second time.
At the game store?
Yep.
What do you mean this is the second time?
At a retro game store, yes. At GameStop, I regularly don't find shit.
Shut up, Cortana. Stop.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that you weren't finding anything interesting at the normal game store, not at the retros? This whole time?
No, I was always going to GameStop and not finding anything.
So why'd you say retro game store all those other times?
BRB.
Because when I went to the Norwalk one, that was the first time I ever walked out without getting anything, and this is only the second time I went into a game store without getting anything.
This timeline confuses me. Oh well.
Well, it is the Shnick timeline, so there you go.
Yay, now it's installing updates.
Windows 10.
Take an eternity.
Well, so the whole thing is with my visit, I didn't get anything. I might be going to a different store on this Saturday. The thing is, if my dad's going to be driving me all that way, I'm obligated to buy something. It helps that the store I'm going to is bigger.
Yeah.
So after my disappointment, I decided, you know what, I'm going to grab a quick snack at Wendy's because I have to go help a video team out with a project. I'm not going to be able to eat dinner. So I go to Wendy's, and there's a bit of a line. In front of me, there was a couple, some parents and their little kid was hyperactive, best way to describe it.
Oh, so it was baby's redneck mode.
It was baby's redneck mode, except in a human.
Baby's kisses.
Whoa, what the hell? Brandon and Games Froze came back at the same time. Fucking, what did you two do? Did you two perform a double boost?
Double boost!
Oh my god.
Dude, everything Sonic Forces theme is stuck in my head because my brother played that level over and over again. And like every time I just walk into the room and hear double boost.
No, no.
Hey guys, we're getting off topic here. Guys.
It's more like double boost, and then like.
Okay, well we officially lost track.
Fucking bullshit. What a bunch of fucking bullshit.
What is? Uh-oh.
You gotta get those double boosts.
Well, either Brandon and Games Froze pissed Shnick off for getting too off topic, or something else pissed him off. I'm not too sure.
This might take several minutes. Don't turn off your PC.
Well, at least I can't be yelled at.
And I'm telling him I'm sorry because I didn't mean to. I just came back and didn't really realize what was happening.
Well, I tried saying, guys, we're getting off track multiple times.
God.
Oh, I think Shnick spilled something on his phone.
Oh no.
Oh.
Shnick, are you okay?
His headphones aren't on.
Well, hopefully it's a water-resistant phone. In a container. Okay. Guess what, you guys?
Well,
You see this? These are 2 dead hard drives.
Wow, can I buy them?
You can have them. I'll just throw them at the screen.
Brandon, are you the mystical hard drive stealer of Mountain Range?
But my hard drives! I stole the external ones. How do you plug this in now? Still can't believe some
Oh my
short
god.
hard drives.
There was a freaking bug crawling on the desk. This guy in this room needs to take this freaking bag of bullshit and throw it in the fucking trash.
There's a MarioTube style rant.
Shnick, you should just pull out a sniper rifle. That should take care of the bug.
360 no-scope the bug, dude.
Oh my god. No, guys, no, you did it wrong. You gotta 420 half scope it.
Oh my
Half
God.
scope.
Yeah, you only use half a scope.
Yeah, I know. Well, you could wait.
Like,
I was
no,
thinking
just,
like you
just
zoom in halfway, but
no,
it's like
you
half
cut.
of
No, you
the
literally
rifle's
cut.
gone.
No, you literally cut off half of the scope. And there you go, half
Oh.
scope. You use a half scope.
Just like half an A press.
Yeah, exactly. Shnick, are you alright?
No.
Was it a scary bug?
Oh.
What? Okay.
Oh my god, I have to finish that stupid story though.
I think your microphone is somewhat muffled. Like you're covering it or something.
Not
No, I think-
covering it.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just talking really quietly.
oh, okay. Well, anyways, going.
So, there were a couple of groups of people ahead of me in the line at Wendy's. And I'm like, and the thing is, the shuttle was due back in 20 minutes. So, I'm thinking like 20-25 minutes. And I'm thinking, alright, this line better move along. Like, it was only like 3 groups of people. And the first group of people seemed to be almost done ordering. So I'm thinking, yeah, I can wait because all I want is a chicken sandwich and a drink. The first group of people, a mom and her kid, I was standing there for a good what felt like 10 minutes. They would not move.
That's weird.
Like, they were there long enough to where a minute later, an old man and old woman come into the restaurant. The old man goes to the bathroom. He's there for at least a couple of minutes. He comes back out and gets in line with the old woman, and the people in front are still not done.
Wow.
I'd like to order 200 Krabby Patties.
Really? At first, I thought they were making a freaking Big Smoke order, and they were standing there for that long.
Big Smoke.
But no, you know the whole reason they were standing there and unable to complete their order?
Why?
Well, the mom did not know how to pay 50 cents.
What?
Wow, that's my favorite what.
What, mate?
You heard me. Did I stutter?
No. Just make no
See them
sense.
study, watch them
Oh
learn.
my god! Sparrow was freaking thinking they made a Big Smoke order too.
A bubble bass order.
No, the freaking bubble bass order. Oh my god! But no, it got better. The mom is saying, "Oh, can we pay 50 cents this way?" Can we pay 50 cents this way? And then the cashier keeps saying, no, it's easiest to give it in cash. And the mom's like, you know what, go get 50 cents. She goes tells the son to go get 50 cents from her car.
You know what, son? Go get a job real fast. Go stand here all week if you have to.
The computer is working now. Yay!
I'm surprised nobody offered her like 50 cents. Just be like, here, just give it to him.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the son goes back to the car, he gets 50 cents, and he takes his time doing it. The whole time, there was only one cashier working, and I'm thinking, well, if the son's going to get 50 cents taking his time, the cashier's going to ring somebody out in the meantime. Nope. She just stood there, standing there like a freaking stone statue, waiting for him to get back.
It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
And
there's just static playing in her head the entire time. Just
No,
really
no,
static.
no, it's my static.
I'm fucking static from earlier.
She went brain dead at that exact moment.
Yeah.
Just hear the screams of Adam inside of her head, just ah!
I freaking wish. Well, so he comes back in with the money, and she pays it, and then the cashier slowly, and I mean slowly, your total is this. Here's all. What kind of drink do you want? She starts asking all these questions that made it seem like she was going to continue on for an eternity. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh my god, this is going to go on forever. And what if there's two groups in front of me were going to do the same thing? And at that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. No Wendy's for me. I walked out the door.
Dude, I would get really mad too. It's like you get in line, and after all that finally happens, the cashier's just like, do you want a normal Coke? Do you want a large diet soda? Do you want a Pepsi?
I want the burgers. We don't sell burgers here.
Do you want the meat or paper patty?
Would you
paper plastic patty?
Would you like your sandwich pattyless?
Brandon.
Or no, actually, no. Wait a minute, real quick. You want to know what I was told at a theme park one time?
You want some salad with no lettuce?
So,
just tomatoes.
So I was at this fucking burger place in this theme park, Six Flags Magic Mountain, in case you were wondering, and I was inquiring about my or the potential foods having allergies like buns and shit, and I was fucking told, okay, well, these buns have these things you're allergic to, so if you want, we can serve your burger without the buns. I'm just like, that's not a burger. That's just a piece of meat.
Sell you a ham patty.
You want?
I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is where you guys live, but people are holding up the line where I work at. People will be getting violent, especially in cars, making honk 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 honk.
Not at all. Everyone was just perfectly content to just stand there while they took their sweet time. And Brandon, before I got interrupted, I was about to freaking say I'd rather have Burger Man service than what I got.
I washed my hands.
You're like wow, this must be worth the wait. Although I'm waiting in line, this food better be good. This food better be good if I'm waiting this long for it.
See, you can have that food, or you could have Burger Man's food, where there's a 50-50 chance that he washed his hands.
Exactly.
You know, what'd be even more annoying if the kid that the mom was with was singing "Yummy Yummy Cheeseburger" or "Yummy Yummy Hamburger."
Hey, Shnick.
I don't like cheeseburgers.
Shnick. You know what they should have been like after the 50 cents was paid? Oh, by the way, we're being sponsored by GameStop, and I would like to know, are you interested in a GameStop membership card?
Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, by the way, Shnick, your head's gone.
Would you like to pre-order our upcoming burger? If you get it with the GameStop
Would you
Pro
like to pre-order the Xbox One X? It comes with Halo 2.
Hey, Shnick.
Hey,
Shnick.
Yes.
Your head's gone.
Whatever.
Why does it matter?
Shit.
Shnick, you know what would have been really funny about your yummy cheeseburger story?
What?
What if while in the car you realize you're like, but I don't like cheeseburgers. He's like, really? He just fucking chucks it out the window.
That actually is a Daily Onion that I could segue into quickly, unless you want me to freaking finish my Sunday.
Yeah, finish your Sunday. Don't go to my topic and then into the Daily Onion.
Yeah, like, let's just say that the Daily Onion had in it a scenario exactly like that. Except it wasn't with Uncle Wally. It was with my other uncle Stanley.
Oh no!
I want to say something real fast. One time, we were at a football game, like one of the high school football games over in New Mexico, right?
Oh.
And we waited in line during the halftime for so long that halftime was over. And it was already 15 minutes into the game, so it was 45 minutes. And the person in front of us, who was waiting pretty much the exact same time, literally just ordered a lollipop. That was the only thing he ordered.
What?
lollipop.
Wait, what? So you're telling me that guy stood there for 45 minutes ordering a damn lollipop? What the hell is wrong with him? What should I choose? Oh, there's too many choices. Oh.
I don't know, I just ordered
Look at all those chickens.
And then it goes on for 45 minutes, getting worse and worse. And then the fucking person, the cashier, is just like, I had enough of you. Just have a damn lollipop. Oh, okay.
Adam. Alright, you got cheeseburgers in those gloves there. Why don't you?
No. You just remind me of freaking Drake and Josh. It was the freaking TV movie where they end up going to Los Angeles, and at the start of it, like, Drake leaves Josh, and Josh, I think, goes through some kind of misery, and then Drake finally shows up again with a corn dog, and Josh is like, where were you? I was getting this corn dog. It took you over 1 hour to get one corn dog and a soda.
Yeah, I remember that. That was in the, like, really close to the beginning. That was the Drake and Josh movie where they get kidnapped and they were printing money.
Yeah.
So is that the end of your Sunday story?
No. It continued. So I freaking rage quit Wendy's. And, I mean, well, I had no choice because I was going to miss the shuttle. So I go to the Walmart that's right in front of the stop where the shuttle comes, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to make sure this trip wasn't pointless. Well, it wasn't pointless. Me going to the game store, even though I didn't buy anything, it was still nice to look around. See, that's the thing with game stores. Sometimes you don't go in to buy stuff, you just go in to look and see what they got.
I guess I could agree.
Yeah, because you never know what you're gonna find.
I think that's what I thought when I found not only Shrek on Xbox, but Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on the PS2. The same.
Wait, what?
The same,
That's a game?
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Not the original one, but the one in the early 2000s. I don't remember the actor's name, but
Create the two movies. One's called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which is the original, and the remake is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? What the fuck? Oh my
The,
god.
the Johnny Depp one's called Charlie.
Yeah,
well,
well,
there's a
the Johnny
reason-
Depp
there's
one's
a-
what I'm talking about then.
Well, the reason for that is because the original book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but they called the first movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory basically to advertise the Wonka candies they were making at the time.
My first broke off my trophy.
Everlasting Gobstopper.
Oh yeah. By the way, side note, I have never seen a fucking Willy Wonka candy bar. Like in
I
real
have.
life.
I have.
Or,
I have.
What?
It's basically a chocolate-covered graham cracker.
They have some of the things they talk about in the movie too. They have
They
the
still like me.
they have the Gobstoppers, they have
Nerds.
bottle caps. Bottle caps are Willy Wonka.
Basically,
So
basically, it was a chocolate-covered graham cracker.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Okay, I don't know then, because literally the only Willy Wonka product I've ever fucking seen in my entire life were Nerds. That's it. No
That's probably the
other
most
candy.
popular
And
one.
seriously, I thought that fucking the only Willy Wonka candy was Nerds, which made me really confused because of the fact that the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory showed something completely fucking different, where it was pretty much every other kind of candy you could possibly imagine, except
there was at the
Nerds.
time, but then they all died off. There's the Nerds left over.
Yeah.
So,
Like I was
Well, I
really
know
what,
confused
they
as
don't
hell.
I know the
Wait.
original Wonka bar died out because they melted too easily.
They melt in
they
your
just,
hands,
wait,
not,
they just
not in your mouth.
canceled it? They just
That's a
canceled
lie.
the
Wait,
candy
that's a
bar?
lie. M&M's can melt in your hands. They
Yeah,
just-
the dye gets on your hands.
They just stay on
All
your
the
hands.
dye.
Fucking liars.
And meanwhile, Skittles don't melt. But, fucking... Like, what
Indestructible.
the fuck kind of shit is that? Oh no, chocolate melted in the hand or melted too quick. Okay, well, make a better
Fuzzy
fucking
bastard.
chocolate bar then. Goddamn. Like, look at Hershey's. They're fine. No, I am not a person who eats Hershey's a whole lot and only a few times in my life making this statement. But still, fucking, at least Hershey's doesn't quote-unquote melt too quickly as far as I'm aware of. So,
Yeah, they're-
what the fuck?
Smells kind of fast.
They have their own theme park, too.
Wait,
They
what?
have their
What?
own city, their theme park.
Oh yeah, I know about the Hershey City. I forgot
Hershey
about
City? What the hell? That's a fucking place?
Yeah.
You can go there?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
What the fuck? Why has nobody ever said this?
that. Because we weren't
Layers.
talking about candy.
Oh my fucking god. I've never heard of
Oh,
that.
you wanna know
Because you never brought up Hershey's before.
Oh my fucking god.
You want to know something really kind of funny?
What?
You
Okay,
know Tom and Jerry,
wait.
right?
Yeah, there's a Tom and Jerry Chocolate Factory movie.
Yeah,
Saw
there's
it
a
last-
movie
Yep,
of a
yep, yep,
crossover
yep.
between Tom
Yeah,
and Jerry. And,
we all saw it last year.
I thought it was weird. Some
And
of
the
that
tunnel-
animation.
the tunnel seems freaky.
Oh yeah, the tunnel scene. The rat actually does say hell. Like, welcome to hell.
So Shnick, are you done?
No.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So, I'm thinking. So, I walk in front of the Walmart, and I'm thinking, after that crap at Wendy's, I need a drink. So, I go inside the Walmart. Keep that, Van Delia, that's
Or
yours.
giant
Yeah, keep the empty bottle, it's his.
So,
What are you making now?
I go to the freaking fridge, and I grab a Diet Pepsi and a Pepsi Max for me to have during the video team trip. Good thing, too, I had to make an hour drive there and back. So, I grab my 2 Pepsi bottles, and right in front of me are a man and a woman. They're checking out a bunch of shit.
Oh no.
Wow.
They
that
were
that sounds really weird out of context.
So So the cashier was scanning the last of their items, and right the fuck out of nowhere, a woman and her kid come up running up behind me. The woman's like, hurry, 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 hurry! And they drop a huge box of cereal and some kind of plastic bowl on the conveyor belt.
What?
And then the best part is the four of them start socializing.
Yeah,
Oh no.
They were talking with each other, telling all their life stories. Apparently they knew each other. I guess they're separate families, part of the same extended family, whatever. But the whole time, the cashier's not making any progress with the payment.
He just has like one can of like SpaghettiOs in the hand and just looking right at them, listening to the conversation, not scanning anything, just like, wow, that's interesting. Just no progress at all.
You know what the problem was?
What?
The man put in his card for payment, and on the little machine where you put your card in, you had to press approve. He was so busy talking, he wouldn't press approve.
So you're just there like, come on, just press it.
Well, I didn't know what the problem was until we finally did it, because the cashier was just standing there doing nothing.
Oh, so he had his thumb up his ass.
So you're behind another slow person in line?
I was the only person behind them, and all I had was two fucking I had a Diet Pepsi and a Pepsi Max, 2 Pepsi bottles.
Was it the same people? Was it the same people before? The same mother and child before?
No, it wasn't the people from Wendy's. Which is probably even worse when you think about it, that there's multiple people that would do it.
Like they followed you there.
You know what you needed in that situation?
What?
You needed to reach into your pocket and pull out a button, and when you click that button, all you hear is, "Sir, please remove your thumb from your ass."
Oh my god.
And then even better, it repeats that message in Spanish.
Yeah, like my fucking voicemail.
Los ass.
I would have just straight up fucking told the cashier, hey, you need to complete his payment because I don't want to fucking wait here all day. And if they have a problem with it, then I can just tell them, okay, well, if you really want to have an argument about it, we can talk to your manager, because you're not even supposed to be socializing with people and not doing anything during your job, as far as I'm aware of.
Speaking of socializing with
giant supermarket.
Speaking of socializing with people, there's this girl I know that worked at, who was in the podcast, episode 5, who works at a gas station, and there's this old guy who likes her, apparently. He always comes in there and talks around. She thinks he's creepy, you know. He's always loitering in the store for hours at a time, trying to flirt with her.
So he's the chicken man.
Yeah, he is.
He's the trash man. Those garbage.
So you can't be in here unless you're buying something. He's down to the counter flirting with her, and like, oh, you go ahead. Customers are behind him. You're like, oh, you go ahead. I'm not buying anything. Like, get out. Like, blah blah. Yeah. Oh, and he wants to get a job there and have her train him.
Shnick, how did the person in front of you not even speak up about it?
At the Walmart?
Yeah.
Because they were the reason why.
Oh, they were?
Because the people that cut in front of me and put the damn cereal down, they were talking to them.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes my response slightly.
Be like, hey, no cutting. We're not in kindergarten.
I would have fucking straight up asked them, hey, is this line closed? Because I see that light on.
Oh my god. Well, the whole thing is, they were talking, and then all of a sudden the man just looks over to the touchscreen. Boop. Purchase done.
Yeah.
Idiot!
Then slowly, and I mean slowly, the man and the woman take their crap and they leave. And then it gets better. I'm like wondering, why didn't they bring out the cereal or the bowl yet? Because from the way they were talking and the reason why they cut in front of me, I thought they were part of the same party and everyone was paying for their shit. Nope. The lady cut in front of me and she paid for the cereal and the bowl herself.
Wow. She literally just cut in front of you for almost no reason.
Bitch!
No, it was even better. I told a freaking story on the podcast last year. Rude Stores was the episode. Me and my Graham were at a ShopRite. We were checking out like a handful of items in the express lane. There was this Jewish couple that had a cartload of shit checking out in the express lane. And then another member of their family or friends or whatever just cut up right as they were finishing checking their shit out. Another person that seemed to be related to them rolled up with another cart filled with shit, and my gram was like, "That's it, I'm done!" And she angrily took her cart to another line, and when we were paying for our shit, she kept yelling about how they needed to lodge a complaint.
I have a funny story about Walmart.
Well, I want to finish the Sunday story finally first.
Yeah, I know.
The cereal and the bowl were fucking paid for. I finally paid for my freaking Pepsi bottle. It took like all the 5 seconds. I go outside, and at first I thought I missed the shuttle, but thankfully it came. And I decided, damn.
Wow, that's all you said to yourself?
Damn.
How long was it till the next shuttle you had missed it?
An hour.
Oh no.
And how close were you to the shuttle? Like,
how close? Well, I was standing there for like 5 minutes waiting for it.
Okay. Well, was it like as soon as you stepped up, it was like.
If I walked out and saw it speeding away, I probably would have freaking recorded myself doing a goddamn Shnick Rage moment in the car.
Just like the freaking rock bottom SpongeBob episode.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Right.
Anyways, is it alright if I continue with my story?
Yeah.
Is it quick?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. So my mom took me to a Walmart and she was doing clothes shopping, so obviously it was taking forever, right? And this was when I was about, I'd say 9 or 8, right? And anyways, so we make it to like the clothes racks where all the clothes were in like this circular rack, and there were pants and shirts, right? So since I'm a little kid, I was really bored because my mom was taking forever. So I ended up going inside of one of those circular clothes racks, like the pants. And then I just see like a little girl facing away, and she turns away. She looks at me, and I just freeze, and I'm just like, wait, why are... And I'm just thinking to myself, wait, why is she here? I just freeze up, and I look at her, and she points at my face and screams, and then runs away. I'm just like, what the hell? I was so confused. There was nobody even next... Yeah, there's nobody even there to take care of. There was only like 5 people in the store because it was really early. It's like she was just left there in the Walmart to die.
She screamed. She's like, "Ah, a boy!"
She was like 4 or something.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Like she didn't like punch me or throw a rock or something. Anyways, you could go on with your second story, Shnick.
No, it was Vandalia actually.
Oh,
yeah. Alright, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the march that happened this
March
weekend.
Madness?
Oh, the March for Our Life thing. I've been reading all these tweets about it. It's like, oh, here, like, here's one. Apparently, Fox News covered the march by insulting students for not wanting to be gunned down at school.
Wait, what? They were insulting?
Yeah. Like
the network was insulting?
Yeah, I'll screen share it real fast. Yeah.
Wait, what? That's like insulting somebody for not having enough money to donate to charity. It's just kind of not really their fault.
I guarantee you that's happened before.
Wow.
I guarantee you.
Like, there it is.
My dog.
Sorry if you could hear my dog.
Bark, 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 bark.
It says, forgive me if I don't want to listen on the Second Amendment from a 16-year-old.
Wow.
Fucking pricks.
What is this, Fox?
Like,
so, what's it about? Like, is it about, like,
this is Fox News, isn't it?
You mean
yeah, apparently
news?
apparently kids or something were marching on Washington.
Oh my god, my dogs, why?
Why would anybody believe anything that Fox News says? All they do is spread fucking false information.
Let's see, what else did I say?
Plus they're assholes.
Yeah, Fox News sucks. One time, guess what happened?
Okay.
There was a flash flood. Sorry if you could hear my dog, but there was a flash flood where we lived, right?
Okay.
And my dad recorded it and he sent it into Fox, right? So when it was live, they showed the clip, right, about the flash flood and moved on. But guess what? Every time that the news was replayed, they replaced the clip with somebody else's clip. And they said it was still from my dad. They said it was still from the same person.
Says, Montana gun owners rally against the March for Our Lives.
Well, wait, can you guys hear me? Just to make sure.
Yeah, we heard you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Montana gun owners rally against the March for Our Lives. Let's see what else was there. This is all positive ones. But yeah, basically, apparently some people were like, "This is stupid." Like, oh my god, this is weird. That's what that one thing said. Like, okay, it says, "Forget me, it's a 16-year-old."
Nice broken layout.
Forgive me if damn it, I can't read as fast. Basically, he made fun of a 9-year-old too. But yeah.
Wow, so wait, what's this entirely about? Is it like about gun control or about school shootings or what?
Oh,
probably about both.
Oh, so they were insulting them. So they were insulting them because they didn't take part in it?
No, I think they're insulting people for taking part in it.
Oh.
So, which is what... It's even more proof why you shouldn't use Fox News, because they're fucking bullshit. They spread fucking trash and call it news.
I don't even watch news, period.
I don't even watch news, and I know that Fox is the garbage-ass news channel.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't until my propaganda class when I learned why everyone hates them. It's because they are, not only do they support the Republicans, they are incredibly biased for the Republicans, where they always have nothing nice to say about the Democrats, and they always shower praise with Republicans, including when they did something clearly wrong, and they just try to justify it.
I have a few stories about Fox News, about some of the horrible stuff they did. Okay, so when the DS was new, and it was really popular, right? They released a video saying that the DS was for child molesters.
What?
Yeah, it's a segment on their news saying that the DS can And they were like,
Are you
it was
fucking
one of the
kidding me?
worst excuses. They were like, the DS has PictoChat, and anybody with the DS could join in the PictoChat.
Dude, I'm fucking looking this up right now.
I feel like you got
There's
that
a
from.
YouTuber called
Yeah.
Chad
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, it was
So-
Chad Johnny did a segment on it.
So
There's
what's
another
your...
thing that Fox did is that they messed up somebody's face in Photoshop and made their nose really long, and they put up that like fabricated picture of them up for the world to see. Like, this is the man to look out for, and he had like a really messed up face because they photoshopped it.
So Fox News aside, what's your opinion on this March thing?
I don't even know what it is.
Don't have one. Sorry.
I think basically trying to get attention for all the school shootings, I think.
Yeah, I don't really get it, so it
think
just seems really dumb in this situation. I don't really have an opinion.
What the school shootings or the march against it or what?
Kind of what Fox did. So,
how about everyone stay in the school and get your shit done because fucking huge tests. That's what.
yeah.
Seriously though, I don't really see what the point is because, well, okay, I wouldn't imagine other schools letting people do that compared to my experience when it came to me protesting, and that was only one person at my school. Fucking retardo shit. So, I mean, the fact that I hear about people protesting, like students protesting in the middle of the school day, I think that in itself is fucking impressive that they're just doing that without any fucking, like, anything from the staff, unless it's the aftermath.
Or unless the staff was protesting too.
But it's like nobody tries to stop it while it's happening. It's like, oh, just let the kids do what they want.
What, the shootings and stuff?
No, the fucking protesting.
I mean, they're allowed to do it, but it's like kind of weird that it's allowed.
Yeah, and also, like, what's the fucking point for them kids? Like, I don't really see how that helps them in any way.
I mean, I've always said that the way the world works is changing really fast, especially in America. So there needs to be a lot more work on parenting and just like psychology in general, because like with the internet being so open and that kids are getting stuff like younger and younger, that it just seems like a lot of the parenting just isn't there.
Parents are just being fucking
I don't know.
stupid.
I think it's part of the parents' responsibility to restrict kids from the internet until like a certain age.
Yeah, my parents did, and I turned out well.
I didn't get the internet until I was like 9 or 10, and then even after that, they were always looking at what I did over my shoulder. So,
Brandon, they let me on the internet after you were able to, like probably. I want to say 12 or 13 years old.
I didn't get my first phone until I was like 13 or 14.
Oh, and also keep in mind, that was when I had my really shitty laptop with fucking less than a gigabyte of RAM.
The one you tried to do the fucking Pokemon Let's Play on, and it was like really glitchy and nasty looking.
Okay, here's another one. It says, on March 25th, in response to the thing, Santorum told CNN that rather than marching the students to take CPR classes instead of looking to someone else to solve their problems.
Oh, fucking... Okay, at least that's productive.
Like, instead of marching... Like basically he's saying, instead of taking away guns, take CPR so you can help the people after they get shot.
I don't know, that's kind of stupid. I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, at least it's more productive than doing a protest outside of your school where you're gonna barely get anybody depending on where the school is.
But I think it was a nationwide thing, so everyone was doing it, I think.
Pokesaurus, my parents don't care what I do on the internet now. I was just saying back then.
Dude, there.
It's like when parents protest about mature rated games like GTA. So like,
Oh
it's
no.
like Why would you
honestly,
even buy it for your kid?
You know, honestly, my parents never really give a fuck about the mature games, and I turned out right. Like, I was playing mature games from, like when I was, 12.
You know what's really
You
funny?
guys know about the hot coffee controversy?
I know about that now, but back then, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Plus, they
basically,
pulled
they were
most of
mad.
them off the store shelves, though.
Hey
Yeah, it
guys.
makes-
Oh, damn it.
Okay,
Apparently,
Martin.
most of the thing wasn't even in the game. You would have to hack in order to get the mission. There was
Right.
something like in the game that you couldn't do unless you hacked or changed the variable in the code or something.
No,
Some of the first few copies had it unaltered. That's why they pulled it off the store shelves.
Hey guys. Alright, Brandon, you were able to play M-rated games. Meanwhile, I had E10 Plus and T-rated games. Oh. Wasn't T rating a big thing for us back then? Because I feel like it would be.
No, I got to play M games from the beginning, so not really for me.
Well,
me, it was...
games were a bit of a big deal in the mid-2000s, but immediately afterward, they weren't so much anymore. But M-rated games, it took me... Like, my dad never wanted me to play M-rated games. In fact, I only had two. One of them was Def Jam on the PSP, and the other was God of War Collection on the PS3. I only had them because they were pack-in games, more or less. But it took me until 2011 to convince my dad to let me play M-rated games. Even then, his one stipulation is they couldn't have blood and gore in the rating description. That still wasn't stopping me from buying them digitally. And then it wasn't
Adam,
until
the layout's fucked up again.
Yeah,
And then when I turned-
I'm not going to do anything.
And then when I turned 17, I started buying them on my own. But even to this day, I generally have to hide them
Actually,
from my mom. She'll have-
Why?
This better
That's
not-
dumb.
You better not
It
be
is,
playing
kind of.
Call of Duty.
This one's...
there's my response to this. Sorry, go on.
Later.
Okay, this one from Martin Luther King. I think this is Martin Luther King Jr.'s kid. Says this is the first time in many years that high school students have led really a movement. This is the start of a movement. Tomorrow, literally nothing will have happen.
That's
Great
what-
period of time.
Wait, that's who said?
Martin Luther King Jr.'s son. The guy from the
Luther
60s.
King Jr.
Wow.
Was the third, his kid.
Honestly, the world... I agree with you, Jesse. The world is changing rather quickly, and I think adults of yesteryear are just having a hard time fucking changing with it.
Yeah, just kind of looking out for their kids more, because back then there really wasn't much that you need to look out for your kid. More so just like make sure they don't have drugs and stuff like that, but now you have to worry about the internet and school bullying and how toxic people can be.
Wasn't
I like this, like-
bullying always a problem, though?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
yeah,
know.
but
I like this one.
more cyberbullying and stuff like that,
Yeah,
but
now
I
it's
think
more
my real
cyberbullying.
bullying is
But I like this one. It says, Emma is embraced by her parents after giving a speech at the rally. Let's not forget that she's a child. The scum that troll her, fuck you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Anyways, the first M-rated games I played was I played Modern Warfare 2 for 5 seconds because my dad was like, "Hey, come over here, come check out my game," and I'm like, "Alright." I had a sniper rifle, and my first ever kill in Call of Duty was a quickscope because I did not know how to play the game. It felt really weird. This was my first-person shooter ever, and I thought you had to aim in order to shoot. So I had a sniper rifle, and I quickscoped somebody, and my dad laughed really, really loudly. And I had no idea what was going on.
Oh my god. I would be fucking
And my
freaking
second
my
M-rated
fucking
game
head
that
out.
I would say this is my first time I played through was just Batman Arkham Asylum. But I think that it might be rated T. I'm not sure if it's M or not.
Hey, where was Majority Stoneman Douglas High School at?
I I don't know.
Apparently 2 librarians took place in this thing. One was from the Sandy Hook thing. Other one was from one was from Sandy Hook. Other one was from Douglas High School.
Don't get up their location.
Brandon, you missed me saying that my first M-rated game I ever played was Modern Warfare 2, and my first ever kill was a quickscope. Because I didn't know how to play the game.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk? Sorry, but let's see what else is there. I think that's all really there is. At least stupid tweets and stuff. But yeah, it's just. How many school shootings have there been in the last so often?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say around 20, but there might be more, might be less.
In the last like 5, Shnick, do you know?
I don't know.
Come on! God damn it, people!
What do you mean?
You're not in range.
I don't know. Just. Oh God. Oh God.
One time I got clotheslined while I was at school, and I did a backflip because how hard I got clotheslined.
Okay.
Well, anyways, to restate my point, basically, students that are protesting outside their schools, I don't really feel they're doing much. They're wasting their time when they could. I mean, I don't really want to be that guy, but they're wasting their time when they could be doing other more important things for their fucking schoolwork and shit. Like, I know that people don't like to do that, and I don't either, but I mean, still, come on now.
I think they're with their parents. I think they're doing it with their parents and stuff.
I think it's nice that they're trying to speak up to their opinion and all that, but there's more that they could be doing rather than just that. I mean, yeah, they should be doing their schoolwork, but if they really care about their opinion, they should still fight for it.
What could they be doing? You think?
Like I don't know, maybe send somebody to talk with the district and stuff instead of just protesting.
But how are they going to talk to the district about being shot up in the school?
Like, I don't know. It just sounds more of like a gun control thing. I don't know. I'm not sure how they would do it. It does kind of sound like a pointless protest to me too, but I'm not trying to make it sound that mean because those people obviously care about
not getting killed.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just care about.
Yeah, I'm sure that they care, but I just don't feel as though that protesting in the middle of the school day, like, you know, fucking walking out of your classes and shit. I think this
was more of a weekend thing. I think this happened on the weekend.
So why would they go to their school on the weekend and do it then?
They didn't go to their school. They went to Washington and L.A. and.
Oh, so they went to government. Wait,
just one school.
Wait, I thought we established that they were outside the school.
That was like last week or 2 weeks ago. This is a totally different one.
Oh, wait, now we're talking about a different one?
Yeah.
There are tons of different schools doing this.
That's a school. This is like
worldwide.
This is a whole different.
More of a United.
This is a whole different event.
Yeah, this is a United States thing. Like, just how everything is just. Many different schools and students are doing it.
It was the Washington and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, also another point I want to make is that I really don't know how a bunch of schools do this, but it seemed, I mean, just from the fact that I've been to 2 different high schools, I can already tell that some schools don't really seem to care about lockdown drills than other schools do. Like, a lot of the schools in Colorado, Denver, Colorado to be specific, they seem to really care about lockdown drills. The way they make you do it is they'll have on the speaker, you know, their little intercom jingle, depends on the school, and it will say something like, alert, alert, and then there's a threat in the score or whatever.
Security, alert, security,
Oh yeah.
That it gets annoying quickly.
Yeah, security alert. That's another one too. Side note, that scared me as a kid. Yeah, it freaked me out, dude. Like, it was fucking creepy. Anyways,
yeah.
So yeah, they'll have that playing. Okay, the staff is required to lock their class door, shut off the lights, and have all the students sit against the walls that's furthest away from any kind of sight from any window. And they'll have them stay silent for God knows how long because, well, drills for some... I mean, they seem to last kind of long, surprisingly. And eventually a cop will come and basically bang on the door. And in my elementary school, I think what they did was they'll say, open the door or something, and the reason why they would say it as though they were a burglar was because they were...
Burglar trying to rob the school.
I'm sorry, but the way you said burglar sounded really funny.
What? Well, how'd I say it?
You're like burglar.
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 What the hell? That's how you pronounce it.
I don't know. The way you said it first sounded really awkward, and it was funny.
Okay, well, anyways, fucking, they'll come, they'll pound on the door, act like a burglar, and say, fucking, oh, open the door, and this is the test whether or not kids are going to not listen to whoever's outside the door, or if they're going to listen and let the threat in.
And then they have to say that with the hair over my chin, chin, chin.
No, they don't. What?
The cop comes in with the key. Don't worry, I won't burgle you.
Man, the worst burglar is the turd burglar.
So
he burgles your turd.
Did you always have to do these things?
Well, I wasn't done saying my point. So
wet bastards.
Yeah. So some schools will do it differently, and I think when it goes up to middle and high school, they stop saying open the door. They just pound on the door only. At least in Denver, they do. And then they'll open the door and, you know, just basically say, oh, good job, guys, because presumably everyone would be silent. And then they tell us to continue staying this way, or, you know, we can sit in our chairs or whatever until it's over. And
I would think it. Sorry, Professor. I think they open the door, and it's like, they come like, oh, you're all dead now because you fell for my trick.
You're dead.
You would have opened the door, you would have been dead in a real situation. You would have been shot 7 times in the head. With a shotgun.
Holy wow, 7 times with the shotgun. What a waste of fucking bullets. Or shells, I meant, sorry.
You would turn into soup.
But then, here's the weird thing. So, they do it for all the schools I went to in Denver. Yet in Greenway, you know how they do their lockdown drills?
How?
Oh,
They throw a rock at the window.
So, they'll go on the intercom, and I think they'll announce that they're under a lockdown situation. And then the staff will lock the door, turn off the light as usual, but there's one key difference. We still sit in our chairs.
What?
Well,
yeah.
What really?
What would that do?
Fucking jack all is what. Like,
stupid.
I don't fucking understand. Why do they not make people sit towards the walls out of sight? That makes no fucking sense. In fact, it was... Oh, no.
I asked you nicely to hold it down.
Close the door.
And you're not.
Close the door. Can't even fucking leave me alone while I'm doing a podcast. Damn. Anyways.
So you're saying...
Yeah, so... it was so fucking ridiculous to me that I would take it upon myself to sit against the wall like everyone else would in Denver. And I've even told a friend of mine, hey, you know how you guys do your lockdown drills here? Yeah. Yeah. If teachers that in Denver saw us, they'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, they
really
would be having a goddamn fit towards us because of the fact that we would stay in our chairs. And
your head's invisible right into the windows. Hello.
It's like back in like the 70s and 80s when they asked you that if a nuke's gonna drop in America to hide under your desk.
I think that was like more like the 50s or 60s than the 80s.
The reason they did that, though, was more to at least give the children a sense of safety before they were just killed. So
It just turned into steam instantly.
Yeah, I do that kind of stuff. I think time that 80s around, it was didn't have that because that was in the 80s. So
When was the Cuban Missile Crisis? Because wasn't that like
early 60s?
okay? So yeah, it was the 60s.
anyways,
Cover thing. Go on,
They
Mario.
still do it with the tornado drill to hide under your desk.
Oh, but yeah,
They do
tornado,
that-
at least tornado drills are a little bit more believable doing that. We hid in the bathroom for tornado drills.
actually, in Denver, tornado drills worked like this. They'd take us out in the hallways, and we'd basically have our heads
Sniff our
towards the
own farts.
walls, and we'd be kneeling towards the walls, having our backs facing the ceiling, and we would have to have our hands over our head like this. So we'd have to hold that position for the entire drill, pretty much.
Yeah, we did that too, but our backs were against the wall.
Yeah, we had to do that during middle school, right? During my 8th grade year, the final day of school, there was a tornado drill. And it was during 3, so it was like literally a minute before school was about to let out. It was just like, tornado drill, everybody hide. So then we had to go out in the hallway, or no, wait. I was in band class, so we didn't get to go out in the hallway, but we stayed inside of our classroom since our classroom was structurally safe or whatever. So we literally had to kneel down like that for over an hour on the last day of school. It was just really annoying.
wow, why'd they plan that so shitty?
I don't know, I think it was a real threat. It was really windy outside, but I think our middle school was the only middle school to do that. Just stupid. It was, yeah, it was really dumb. I swear the position you're in, it looks like you're sniffing your own farts.
So there was
We
one
call
of
it the fart sniffer.
Anyways,
the position.
so there was-
Autobots roll out.
So there was one other thing that I want to say that I did. So, at one point, I asked my English teacher, because, okay, they were saying something about how, oh, we keep our children safe by doing these drills. Like, someone was saying that over the intercom for some reason. I don't know. I guess it had something to do with, like, a recent event at the time. And we were talking about stuff that was related to that, and I told my teacher about how we would do it differently in Colorado, and how teachers there would be having a fit towards kids here. And you know, I wasn't expecting her to have an answer or anything, but I asked my fucking teacher, like, is this the standard in this state or something? Because I kind of assumed that, you know, if multiple schools I've been to in 2 different districts did the same thing in a state, then I'd have to imagine that all the other schools in the state did the same exact thing too, which apparently isn't true. And it's like, what the hell? And also, side note, why isn't there a standard for all schools? Like, shouldn't they all do the same thing instead of having different ones? That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like there should be a standard for safety and stuff like that, but some of the schools I feel like should do their own thing to differentiate themselves. I feel like safety should be something that's standardized, not the test or the work, just like the safety of the students and like the mills and stuff.
I guess maybe if you're on the first floor of a thing, by the windows, definitely. It might not be that big of a deal if you're like a higher up, maybe.
What kind of drill?
Like shooting drills, I guess. I guess if you're higher up in third floors, you just have multiple floors. Maybe being higher up can windows is not big a deal because the shooters can't get that high. Maybe.
Well, there's one problem with that though. What about if there's windows that's like, you know, I guess windows towards where the walls are, like hallway towards, and also obviously the window on the door if it wasn't covered. Because it seems that a lot of teachers have their door windows covered, and if there's windows where you can see through the class, they usually have the blinds closed, just standard. I guess that's just their default. It's not like it's a policy or anything.
I guess we never had windows in the hallway where I grew up at.
But even then, though, I still think that we should, you know, still follow the wall away from window thing at the very least, you know, just in case something happened. Like, they have a gun, you know, what if they shoot the window, like, okay, what if they shot through the window and tried to get a better view? What then? Like, just shoot the window, grab a mirror, and just look around.
I mean,
you know?
I remember hearing an excuse from my friend, because he was talking about it, and he said that his school said that, shooters, when they get in, they just want to kill as much people as they can, so they're probably not going to look for people as hard, they're just going to try and go as fast as they can. That was the excuse that our school, or that my friend's school gave to his class, that they'll most likely not go through the work of trying to get through a classroom, that they'll just like go down the hallway and stuff like that, which makes no sense.
Speaking of shooters, do you think the majority of the shooters are outsiders or insiders?
Probably insiders, just like insane people,
like students and stuff themselves.
Depends on what you mean by outsiders specifically.
I mean, well, let's see. Columbine and Virginia Tech were insiders, but then Newtown and Florida were outsiders.
Like, people don't go to the school, they just break into the school and shoot people. Insiders
that's what Newtown and Florida were. Like, in the case of Florida, he was a student, but not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Basically insiders are kids that bring the to school to sell something, either fight either to stop a bully or to be a prick, and outsiders are people even go to the school to break in just to do it.
Well, in that case, I think outsiders more, because I rarely hear of a story where a student shot up a school. It seems that the more popular stories are people that are outsiders. That's what I think.
I mean, I don't really look on the news or really pay attention to a lot of stuff, so I can't really say for sure. I mean, whenever I turn on the news, it's usually like, car crash, trillions are dead, and I'm just like, nope. So
Trillions are dead. Trillions are dead. That's funny.
Oh, there was one other thing that I forgot to mention about schools in Denver and what they do, and I think Brandon would have a better time explaining this, because it's been a couple of years since I was last in a Denver school. But Brandon, can you explain to the stream the video that they show you about, you know, the police?
Oh my god, that fucking video.
Yeah, the outdated shit.
I wish I could find the video so you could just watch it.
the only video I know is the lights out.
Let me try to find it. Hold on.
Okay, that's just
Adams 12 safety video.
What the hell?
That's the school shootings.
the first one was apparently in 1764.
Damn.
Wow. Was it? Wait. How? Wait, was that like during a war or something, like a civil war, or? I'm sorry, I suck at history.
That's before the American Revolution.
Oh.
1764 is before the American Revolution. Civil War is
Then
1800s.
again, that was a time when people thought they could settle things by dueling.
Okay,
There's the,
this is modern times.
yeah,
Plastic
there
game
was
of marbles.
there was the infamous Alexander Hamilton.
Okay.
Forget what the other guy's name is, but
Oh my God.
wait! I need to look this up now.
Brandon,
Damn it.
try looking up Adams 12 5-star school district
Let's
lockdown
see.
instructional video.
Yeah, I got
See.
it. I got it.
All right, here we go.
Oh yes! I know who did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
This is
7,
passion.
8, 9, 10, 11. There's been 12 school shootings this year alone.
Huh.
Wow.
No, Van Deelen, can I say what I was gonna say?
Sure.
So, the very first school shooting ever did happen during a time when people thought dueling was a way to solve things. I mean, look at Alexander Hamilton. Aaron Burr wanted to run for frickin' governor of New York. Hamilton said, "Oh, I think you're unworthy." Burr challenged him to a duel where he shot Hamilton.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
that was like the
Imagine.
famous duel. Everyone knows about that one.
Yeah,
Lots-
now
lots
dueling's
of
no
marbles.
more for pretty obvious reasons, and now shootings are much more commonplace, probably due to the internet and parents not wanting to be parents.
But yeah, there's like 12, at least 12 school shootings this year alone. Well, I looked at the bottom, like yeah. Let's see,
I feel like it's just. I feel like the shooters just feel like they could get away with it, and that there won't be like as much of a consequence, which is just really stupid. It's like, oh, there's been this many school shootings. I'll just add one. It's like it's not something that you should even really be thinking about. It's just I don't know. It's just dumb. I don't blink.
Oh my god,
So-
they might change it next year because they have a different video on their website.
So Shnick, is there any like drills at your college?
No, but during orientation, they did have a brief video. They did have a video clip playing that demonstrated what to do if such a thing occurred. And my campus is filled with stands where you press a button and police are there in 5 seconds.
That's nice.
So, and there's never been a shooting on campus. There's been reports of crimes, but no shootings and no deaths.
What about your
Is
high
the
school?
school you go to? Is the school you go to pretty high grade? Is like people that are pretty timid as compared to other
No.
places?
No, it's just a simple state university.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
No, I
I'm
meant,
close
like-
to Yale. I'm close to Yale, but I'm not in the same area as Yale.
Okay.
What about your high school and middle school? What was it like?
Oh, they did
Like,
nothing.
would you say like the people there were good eggs, or would you say it was overall kind of a trash school? Because I've been to trash
No,
schools.
no, the school's pretty good. I like the school.
Okay.
I'd say the people that aren't good, like for the most part, at worst they might take drugs, but I don't remember anyone causing gun violence.
It's kind of how I feel about Mountain Range. It's kind
but-
of decent, but most of the
Game-
time it's shit.
Games
Well, the
for
thing
us.
with
Oh,
my
fuck.
high school, my middle school, they did next to nothing. In fact, my high school made things worse. After Newtown, they made a high school that had an outdoor campus, indoor campus only, which made the hallways congested. And not only was everyone late to class all the time because the people could not walk fast enough. God forbid a shooter did show up in those days, he could have mowed everyone down like petals of grass.
Petals of grass.
Okay. Yeah.
But thank God it didn't happen, but the school let it happen for a few years. Like, they
Yeah,
let
Dude,
it...
I could,
they
dude,
let the
imagine just
scenario-
getting sick. Just imagine getting sick from that. just like how horrible that would be. Just the entire hallway just getting sick.
But yeah. Put them all together on one big pile. That would make it easy to shoot. Easier for people to shoot each other. And probably
it's not, like, seriously, if someone did start shooting into a crowd like that, it would be like Las Vegas, because not only is there plenty of people to get shot at, the resulting panic is going to result in people falling over and getting trampled on.
Yeah. Wasn't there a student, Brandon, you may or may not know about this, but do you know about the student who brought like a unloaded gun to Mountain Range? I'm not sure if it was Mountain Range or if it was a different school.
I don't recall that. But since I can't find that video, I'm gonna have to explain it. I think it must be like an in-district, like only between the staff thing, because it's not anywhere on their websites anymore. I swear it used to be though. But like,
so what was it about?
So the video is like, it hasn't been changed since I was in fucking preschool. It's been the same video for that long. Even this year they played that damn video, and it starts out with like, Adams 12 5-star schools safety instructional video, and it like begins with like a line of police officers, and it's like, police officers may look like this, and then it goes through each of them, and it's like,
I've seen that video.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then it's like, practicing for a school lockdown, and then it's like, lights off, and in the corner, away from the door, locked, and it's like, a police officer will pound on your door. When he opens the door with his key, students must get up, link hands, and follow his instructions out of the building. And then it goes on explaining that for like another like minute or so.
They're all like,
it's just bad.
They're like, if you manage to escape the school, run to a nearby house and use their phone.
Yeah, it does say that. And it's like, dial this number, and then it shows like 1-800 blah 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 safe, and then it doesn't even show the number without the letters in it.
Why dial that? Okay, sorry, confused. Why don't it dial 911 or something, right?
Yeah, I know.
Also,
that'd be much easier.
Damn.
Also, by the way, I don't think this is what people even teach when you're learning how to use a phone, because I swear to God, nobody fucking taught me how to do this, but you know how you type the fucking bullshit letter shit?
Yeah.
You just type the number that the letter would be in. Like,
it's
like okay, you don't do it like you're texting. Like, okay, let me go on my phone. Let me get my number pad on, and let me.
It's like the Smash Brothers Brawl when you're putting in a name tag.
Okay, so when you text like you're using a flip phone, if you want to use the letter C, you have to press the number 2 3 times. But when you're dialing a letter or a word in a phone number, you can't just press it 3 times. Instead, what you do is for C, you just press 2 once, and then whatever, like for U, 8, and then fucking N6 and T8, and there you go. 2 8 6 8. Yeah, that's basically that's all you do. And I did not know this for so many fucking years until I just was told by some, well, I wouldn't say random person. I don't know who said it, but fucking so ridiculous that nobody even teaches you that.
What's that stand for?
So like the whole time, you would think that like if the number was 1-800-FUN, you would have to put in 1-800, then like 222-377-444, like just a ridiculous number like that.
Yeah, but that's not how you type it though.
I know. That's.
I mean, unless you were texting it, then yeah.
Yeah, unless you were texting it, that's what I meant. But that's what what somebody could be confused on.
Oh yeah, I do remember texting with my flip phone. It was hell.
I remember using a flip phone, and guess what? I wasn't even allowed to text because my old plan was shit. It was like, I think 25 cents to both send and receive a message. So every message I receive is 25 cents. Every
Very
message I send is 25 cents.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Let's go back to
great.
the 80s and 90s.
And
Well.
it was a limited balance too. And the only people I could call were Verizon Wireless users because I had a Verizon Wireless phone. And it would cost me $1, but not like per minute, just $1 to call a Verizon Wireless number. And then after that, for the rest of the day, it would be free. And
Why not just use an
oh
online
wait,
phone
wait,
or rotary?
for everyone else, it would be like, well, I don't know how much it was, but let's just say 10 cents a minute, just to give you an example.
Okay, this is this is weird. I look at this page. I linked to the chat. Apparently, there were a lot of school shootings in the 80s and 90s too, but I never even heard about them. Like until recently, this has been a big.
I think it's just that Columbine was so bad that it just kind of spread, that everybody just got really scared.
Yeah, after Columbine was the first one I heard about. After I graduated, but there's a lot of them apparently in the past too. But I guess with the internet now and stuff, and it's even. I don't say it's more popular, but it's more.
The word spread faster and people get scared more.
Yeah.
Dude, my
apparently-
uncle. Sorry, but my uncle kind of believes in like those scam articles. He was in an article saying 40 pictures that can't be explained. He was really scared. There was one of like a hunter standing over like a dead pterodactyl, and it was so obviously photoshopped. Like, wow, that's so weird. He actually believed it. It was really funny. Anyways, you could go on.
Damn it! Oh my god! If you're not watching the stream, I face palmed.
I know.
Face beamed.
Fucking wow!
No, I can't.
How many viruses does he have on his computer? Do you know?
Gosh.
I haven't had my glasses on all day. I look weird without my glasses.
So
I don't think Brandon's ever seen me.
so yeah, basically, it's just weird. I guess there's school shootings still, and apparently all I know is the NRA are against the protests for some, and the Spencer Forum. I guess the NRA thinks, that if you stop school shootings, we'll take away their guns.
In all honesty, it needs to be a mixture of controlling who can get a hold of weapons, as well as making sure people don't go crazy to want to use them in the first place. That's like curiously one thing that the protests do not mention. The people. They keep acting as though, oh, we're all perfectly sane. Get rid of those guns.
Yeah, I feel like both sides have a point. Like, me personally, I'm not really all the way liberal or all the way Republican or anything like that. I usually find a middle ground. That's kind of how I am. Like, I see, like, the gun control stuff, and I'm just like, I feel like there should be a bit more, but not enough to where it's, like, outright banned, like other countries.
We're not saying take away your Second Amendment rights. I mean, although they're saying is stop shooting schools with your guns.
Yeah,
shoot
I
animals.
kind of agree with the entire psychology thing. That's kind of my opinion, is that stuff is changing really fast. People don't really know what to do about it, and
I'm like,
chaos is kind of ensuing.
Yeah, and why does a 6-year-old, why does a 10-year-old need a semi-automatic rifle?
Yep.
I think that if someone
Yo,
is
shoot
breaking,
your eye out.
I think that if someone,
kid.
I think that if someone is breaking a big enough law, I don't think they should be allowed to have a gun. I don't know if that's like that already, but
I think it was for a while. Like in the 90s, they had this thing called the 5-day wait period. Like like in '94 or something, President Clinton signed a bill that you had to get a 5-day wait period before you get a gun. And then after he got out of office, they repealed that law. Be like, yeah, no wait period. Here's a gun for you.
You get a gun. You get a gun. You get a gun. Everybody gets a gun under their chairs.
Yeah, it was called I think it was called the Brady Bill. It was called the Brady Bill. But the guy that got shot when President Reagan got shot, he got shot instead. I look it up real fast. Brady Bill.
Everybody gets a grenade under their chairs.
Boom.
Yeah, the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act, November 30th, 1993, also the Brady Act or the Brady Bill, that mandated a federal background check on firearm purchases in the United States and opposed a 5-day waiting period. Because they had to what? Because they had to check if. Yeah, I guess they had to check if you had a criminal record by a gun or not. But let's see, I can. Pokesaurus says guns are a coward's tool.
Disagree.
Oh my god! That's just like the freaking ninja from MGS1. Like, during the freaking fight, he makes you put your guns away, you have to fight him in a fist fight, and he says word for word, only a fool trusts his life with a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, it was opposed by the NRA. Don't know why.
I can see why people think that guns are cowards' weapons, but I do kind of disagree.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Sorry, but...
Where's the ogre in the story?
I understand why they think that, though.
Okay, saying that a gun is a coward's tool is about as good as an argument as saying a sword is a coward's tool, or using, or just in general terms, using a weapon at all is being cowardly. It's basically saying using a weapon is cowardly. You know?
How I think... How I think they see it is that it's like if you're gonna fight somebody, you should give it your all of what you do, of what you can do with like just your hands and your feet and all that.
Yeah,
just how you could fight, and not really has to do anything with the skill of a sword or skill of a melee weapon. It should just be.
It's not what the weapon. It's not the weapon you use. It's how you use the weapon and for what purpose you use it for. I mean, guns are cool if you're shooting, like, deer or whatever. Let's say vegetarian. But if you're shooting deer or squirrels, whatever, that's fine, you know, if you're using it to, like, hunt for food, whatever, or just shooting ranges, even, like, shooting clay pigeons, whatever. Have your fun. Don't care. Like that's not what the
I
weapon is.
Just
how you
use Time
use it.
Crisis and House of the Dead and that other stuff.
And Resident Evil.
No, I'm talking about light gun games.
Actually, no. That's that's wrong.
Oh wait, yeah, Resident Evil has 2 light gun games on the Wii. I forgot.
If you hold the gun wrong, I've seen stories about this and videos about this. You can. Some guns have a back blow. It can throw you back. You're not holding it properly, or it can you flip your hand.
Okay, I'm sorry, Vandalia, but that's kind of a funny image. Just thinking of somebody using a shotgun, and then when they shoot it, their back just goes 90 degrees. Just
No, wait. This is actually something that happened. During Columbine, one of the shooters thought he was being a cool dude by firing his shotgun one-handed. Thankfully, God decided to have karma be a bitch before he killed himself, because the shotgun's recoil caused the shotgun to fly up and it whacked him in the face, and his face was all bloodied up for the rest of the event.
I also seen stories where some people's hands get stuck in a gun or something. They're firing and it rips their hand open. Because the gun triggers back and forth, like firing bullets, and then they're holding it wrong.
Well, if you're using it misproperly, yeah, shit like that's gonna happen. But if you're using it properly and appropriately, then nothing bad's gonna happen.
I've
never
seen what you described, Vandalia, but I have seen if you don't know the correct ammo type to put in the gun, the barrel can explode in your hand.
So, that was a freaking death on 1,000 Ways to Die. Like, there was like in one of the like in freaking 1,000 Ways, they show this one segment where these two guys are filming a skit for a Revolutionary War movie, but one of the actors wanted to kill the other actor so that he could get his part. So he loaded a real bullet into his flintlock pistol. One mistake. He loaded way too much gunpowder into the pistol, so when he fired it, he basically made a makeshift hand grenade that blew his arm off and he bled out.
Oh. Also, I need to point out something that Pokesaurus says. He says, a gun needs no discipline or any skill. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Very wrong.
I fucking shot... Okay, I'm not a person that shot guns too much. In fact, I've only shot guns one time, but in that one time, I've shot a freaking rifle, a revolver, and that's about it, actually. And completely false that it requires no skill. It requires fucking precision, for one. Two, the know-how on how to actually use the weapon. Because if my dad didn't explain to me how to use his fucking rifle, I would have just not even been able to shoot the thing in the first place. I don't think I would have been able to... In fact, actually, I don't think I would have been able to load the gun. That's how confused I would have been.
How big was the blowback on your rifle you had? Like how far did
it was 22, so I don't think very much.
No, there was a bit of recoil, actually, on the
Do you know what caliber it was?
I can't remember, but it had pretty good recoil. Like, sure. It had a powerful enough recoil to actually kind of bruise my arm a little bit. And
it means you were holding it improper, actually.
Okay, well, it was my first time, so fuck you.
Dude, that's kind of funny to think about. Imagine if his dad didn't explain to him how to use it, and he goes to shoot it, and the clip just slides out and falls on the floor, and the bullets go away.
I can see it now. Dad's like, here we go, Mario. Here we go, MarioTube. Here's a gun. Have fun with it.
Here's the... are you done with your thing, Adam?
Oh, well, I wanted to point out one other thing. I think one of my first few shots with both the revolver and the rifle was conveniently a headshot. Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay, so here's the problem I have with that statement, Pokesaurus. Not having no discipline or any skill. Well, you at least have to have some knowledge of how a gun works, or else, one of the things that could happen is you load wrong ammunition into it and fucking blow your goddamn arm off because the barrel explodes. Or two, you shoot one bullet, say, if you know how to take the safety off, and fucking you're just sitting there puzzling, why isn't it not shooting? It's because the safety's on. Like, that could be a problem. 3, if you don't know how to aim, you're not gonna fucking hit shit.
At least not on purpose. You might hit accidentally.
Yeah. You might do it accidentally, but if you don't know how to use the sights, you're not gonna hit shit.
Just violently shoot things like just shoot for shooting sake. Hope you hit something. So I think so maybe what most scooter shooters do. I think maybe they just like go click, 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 click. That's probably going it randomly.
Oh yeah, also don't forget to mention how if you shoot the gun enough times, it'll actually get really hot.
Yep,
in certain areas.
There's that.
Including
you shoot it enough,
shells.
You could break it because something might melt in the gun. So.
Yeah, well, actually, I never heard that, but I'm not saying that's
not true. It could happen.
True.
You can melt the barrel at them.
Or get jammed.
I mean, knowing how hot the rifle got and the revolver, yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah, if you shoot it enough, the barrel can melt, and then there you go. You have a broke-ass gun that doesn't work.
Punky says, I just wish all that bad stuff you were saying would happen to those school shooters.
Well,
Bottom
if
line,
they have
you
a
have
gun,
to have
they
at
probably
least
know how to
slight
use it.
knowledge of how to use a gun to use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's our opinion on all this. Alright, we have 15 minutes. You're going to end this, or just give it Daily Onion, Shnick?
By the
Well,
way, nice time.
Brandon said the cheeseburger story. How if I told him I didn't like cheeseburgers earlier, that Uncle Wally should just throw it out the window.
Oh no.
Well, I have an actual elementary school Shnick story involving Uncle Stanley, not Uncle Wally.
It's Daily Onion time.
So, I was down in Florida visiting Uncle Stanley, God rest his soul, because he died about 2.5 years ago. In fact, the only reason I know this story is because around the time he died, my cousin and my aunt, his daughter and wife, respectively, they wanted me to tell them stories about him, and my cousin told me this story because he apparently would not shut up about it. So, he took me and my sister for ice cream. And I decided, you know what? I normally got vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkles. I decided, you know what? I want to be plain today. I don't want sprinkles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you have your pillow at the ready or your pocket knife?
I mean, if you want, I can do both.
Oh, God. What?
Stab your pillow.
So,
And then my face.
So, Uncle Stanley complied. He got me just plain old vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And my sister decided she wanted sprinkles.
Oh no.
Yummy, yummy sprinkles.
No, there was no song involved. So I say to Uncle Stanley, why does she have sprinkles? I want sprinkles. And he was not happy. He was like, but you told me you didn't want them. Why are you asking me about them? Like, let's just say that Uncle Stanley was more down to earth and sarcastic compared to Uncle Wally. Like, Uncle Wally could be a prankster, but Uncle Stanley was a prankster.
Yeah.
So I kept whining about how I didn't have sprinkles on the ice cream.
Wow.
And
Uncle Stanley is like, you know what, fine, give it to me. Give it to me. I give it to him. He rolls down his window, chucks it out the window.
There you go. Doing
Really?
it now.
Yeah, he did. He was like, there, now you don't have ice cream now, huh?
Did you cry?
I don't remember. I asked my cousin, and she was like, I don't know, you probably just sat there in shock.
Did your sister laugh at you?
Not at the time, but I'm pretty sure she was laughing at me with my because from what I heard, around the time he died, my cousin kept telling the story.
Was this the same cousin that? Was this the same cousin that told on you about your MySpace page?
No, that was a friend.
Oh.
This is the cousin that wanted to give me her Nintendo 64.
wait, so you don't have? Actually, never mind. That's a stupid question.
I have multiple cousins, but a lot of them don't live in the United States. So yeah, elementary school Shnick was put in his place.
Damn straight.
Mm-hmm. I need to see if you had. Did you have a good webcam reaction?
Well, I would have if the story got ridiculous, because I would have fucking. Well, I don't think I want to spoil what I would have done.
Well, I'm gonna look at what you were armed and dangerous with a few minutes ago, but
He was shaking a little bit.
I was shaking in rage.
Yep, you thought elementary school Shnick was gonna get away with it, but he didn't.
But yeah, I was like flip flopper. I don't want sprinkles. Why don't I have sprinkles?
Yeah, that's where you see friggin' elementary school Shnick was really was frickin' DSP Christian level shit. In fact, you know what? That's gonna be the rest of this Daily Onion. Times where the grown-ups finally had the courage to stand up to asshole me and say no.
Or be like Domino's, like a pizza place, pepperoni. Domino comes up there, and you're like, "Why aren't you Chinese food?"
Oh my god. Well,
why'd you get pepperoni?
Why'd you get pizza instead of the hamburger?
Why'd you get pizza from the pizza place? I wanted a burger from the pizza place. Fucking idiot.
I wanted the peanut butter and jelly.
Well,
It's
a whole
butter daytime.
Pizza.
Did I tell the Ruby Tuesday story?
I feel like you have.
But I don't know when that was though. So.
Oh, Brandon, you didn't hear it?
What?
You did not hear the Ruby Tuesday story?
No.
The one with the mac and cheese.
I remember that one.
I might have heard it. I was just
well,
adjusting my hair, but go ahead.
Alright, well, I'll tell this story because it's another famous example of how the adults did the smart thing and stood up to me.
You have 8 minutes.
So, we went to freaking Ruby Tuesdays for dinner. I think it was my first time. And I ordered mac and cheese like how I always would at any restaurant. The mac and cheese comes to the table. I was yelling, "What's on this mac and cheese? I'm not eating this." You all know what was on that mac and cheese? Grated cheese.
What?
Grated cheese.
Grated cheese.
Grated cheese.
Oh.
Okay.
It's cheese, Snick. It's not yellow cheese.
To my very slight credit, it was the kind of grated cheese you would see at a salad bar, and it was colored orange, so I think retarded little me thought it was carrots.
You put carrots on
Why the hell would someone put carrots on mac and cheese?
That's what I was thinking back then, probably. So I said, "I'm not eating this." My aunt stands up to me. She's like, "No, you ordered it. You're gonna eat it." And no matter what kind of request I made, take it back and get it without the grated cheese, she's like, "No, you're eating it as is. That's what you ordered. Can you at least tell me what this is? No, eat it. Try it. You might like it. Now!" I swear to God, I did not want to try anything back then. And sure enough, I wouldn't eat the damn mac and cheese, and I got no ice cream later on. So, let's see, what else was there?
Side note. I'm
What?
afraid of trying new things because I do not want to waste my money on something that I'll potentially not like, you know?
I'm the opposite.
That's the risk with taking and eating food, though. The payoff is great or it's shit.
I'm opposite.
Kind of like a game.
I'm too curious. I've got it. Like it's something new. Is it good or is it bad? I don't know, but not. It might not be around tomorrow.
That's kind of what I'm like. I'll try anything at least once, and if I like it, then I'll eat it again. But if not, I'll just fucking say nope.
Like, it sounds bad, but I want to try it. Like, yep, I was right. This is terrible. Or like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, I was right. This is terrible.
Well, anyways,
how
much time I got?
I guess that's why I like buffets sometimes, because with buffets you'll eat something, you're like, nope, oh well. You're like,
yeah, buffets.
You're not committed to anything. You're like, nope, throw it away. Next tray. Nope, throw it away. Next tray. But if other places if you buy something, you're committed to it. Either you're committed to it, or you just throw it away, waste your money.
Alright, well, how much time I got? I guess I got one more story.
5.5 minutes.
Alright, so have I told the movie story?
You told several movie stories.
Like the B movie?
No. It was the story of how I, like an egotistical prick, wanted to go to the... I may have told the story in the movies podcast episode, but I'm going to retell it just for the sake of it, because it's another time when someone stood up to me. So, Uncle Wally decided he was going to take my sister to see the first Chronicles of Narnia. And I got triggered because I wasn't invited to go.
Was there a reason?
At the time, it was for no reason, but my temper tantrum gave a reason. So my mom's like, no, you have to take. My mom was Uncle Wally. No, you have to take Nick with you and Alex. And he threw a hissy fit. That was like the best way to describe it. Like, he was pissed off about my reaction and felt I didn't deserve it. And he was probably right, but then my mom got so pissed off by the commotion that she's like, you know what? No one goes to the movies today.
Your sister was like, thanks a lot, Shnick.
Yeah, my sister was probably... Yeah, my sister was probably saying that. Then again, she probably just went to play outside, and she was like, oh, well.
How old was your sister at the time?
She was... This was 2005, so she was 7.
And I was 5 at the time. So apparently your sister is 2 years older than I am.
I was 5, too. I was
5. She is.
7.
You know how much older my sister is than me?
How old?
She's 8 years older than me.
I mean, my cousin's 6 years older than me. Well...
I tell you that one time... never mind, you can continue. Never mind. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
So, my dad comes home from something he was doing. Immediately I run up to him, Dad, can we go to the movies? Can we go to the movies? I'm just waiting for Vandelia to get ready to get pissed again. Oh my god, that was unexpected with the ice cream story. So my dad's like, yeah, I'll take you to the movie. He calls my mom to verify that we were going. She kept saying, she's like, honey, I'm taking Nick to the movies. No, he's not. We're going to the movies. No, you're not. And they got into a pretty big argument. And I may have lightened what actually happened, probably to save face back then, but I don't fucking care about middle school Shnick, not after shitty RPG. So, what happened was, I was sipping some milk, and when it became clear my dad was winning the argument, I started laughing. Not like laugh out loud, but
like an evil laugh.
Chuckling.
Not a
Dr.
snicker.
No, it was actually a laugh of entertainment because of the way he was yelling.
Schnick.
It was a
Snicker.
snicker.
It basically was. It was a schnicker.
Snickering.
Yeah, Shnick was schnickering. Let's put it at that. So he hangs up the phone and he walks in on me smiling. And he was able to tell what I was doing. He's like, "Why are you laughing?"
Oh.
And of course, me being freaking narcissistic, I'm like, "I wasn't laughing." And my dad's like, "Oh, you're gonna laugh at me yelling at your mom? You know what? How about we don't go to the movies? How about that?"
Bam!
Rex.
Backfired.
And guess what? I kept saying, "Please, can we go, please?" And he kept saying, "Nope." It got to it, and I'm not making this up. It got to the point where I was actually laying down on the kitchen floor, slamming both hands on the floor like a fucking infant.
I wanna see Narnia.
You know what this is like? It's like in your life, it just everything stops. You get a screen and it says you failed, but instead of like saying like Metal Gear would be like Snake, it would just be you idiot.
You have died.
Snake!
You are
Oh
dying.
my god!
No,
And-
it would be more like future Schnick going, idiot!
Mm-hmm. And even through all that shit, my dad he stood his ground and kept saying nope. In fact, it felt like he was saying nope in a more stern, aggressive tone, just to get me down.
So you never saw Narnia? The theaters?
I went the week after. With my dad took me and my sister.
God damn it.
Wow.
Damn,
Hey, I'm gonna say no to seeing it now, but you're gonna see it next week, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, now that I think about it, yeah, my dad probably got the most stern he's ever gotten with me, and then
Damn
just
it, Adam.
forgets about that 1 week later.
Oh, Brandon saw my fucking reaction.
It'd be like,
you fucking slammed your head, looked like you bounced, and then your headphones fell off.
it'd be like, I would have put a
Well,
Snick,
because all
but I
races-
really want to see this movie. I don't go with myself, so yeah, whatever. I'll take him next week.
Schnick, you should have seen my reaction.
Ah, damn it, my shirt was falling off.
He'll watch on the rerun. But alright, so it's wrap it up. Don't buy. Wrap this up. Don't buy food for Snick. It's a waste of money.
I'll
If
keep that
someone
in
cuts-
mind when I go on the trip. I mean,
Just don't
what-
buy food in general because you might not like it there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just kill yourself because food is too much of a hassle to figure out what you like and don't like.
I don't need to eat.
Two.
Fuck that.
Just use photosynthesis.
Or
If someone cuts in front of you in line, say, "Hey, loser! Kindergarten rules. Get behind me."
hey, loser faggot, you're cutting in line.
No, it's like, hey, you're cutting in line. Well, guess what, fucker? I'm gonna cut you.
With a butter
3.
knife.
Stop shooting up damn schools.
Wow.
I'm
And
sorry about that, Ophelia. I won't do it again.
And 4, on your spring break, watch our streams and our channels. It's something to do.
Yeah, Brandon. No, I'm just kidding.
And remember, the chicken man thinks you're a communist.
Remember, the chicken man lays eggs.
No, now that you said that, I'm gonna quote the favorite line that you said about the chicken man. Communist! 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 And then the cops got sick of him, so they decided to tase him, and he was like, Communist! Communist!
Can you just rename him to be the cock man?
Cockman.
And with that,
Cock-a-doodle do, motherfucker.
never stop learning. Enjoy the randomness. We'll see you Friday.
Bye-bye.
Goddamn communists.
It was my basket.
I want
Our
it now.
basket. Our basket. That's how communism works.
ASMR chicken man.
my god.
I want it now.
I want it now.
It sounds like something freaking Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings would say. Freaking Gollum. I want it now.
This is my chicken. It's mine.